Africa's, Nigeria's in particular, agricultural export product growth was the highest in the world about a decade ago. As every year passes, Africa steadily increases in its contribution to the world food trade, and with the evolution of agricultural technologies, Africa is set for huge growth and profit. Nigeria has the highest GDP in Africa, but, at the same time, agricultural sector, which currently contributes to about 13% of Nigeria's GDP and also responsible for creating over 50% of its workforce, is steadily declining. Shocking, right? There are many factors contributing to these challenges. Lack of access to advanced farming. Poor access to open markets. Lack of cold storage facilities. Inefficient distribution network. Lack of inclusion of farmers in the mainstream. Middlemen, intermediaries. Poor data management. Lack of trust and visibility. Lack of transparency and traceability. Limited credit lines. Slow cash settlements. Also, as the agricultural produce move from farm to consumers, different stakeholders play key roles across multiple processes. So let's take a walk through agricultural supply chain, its problems and the solutions Agrichain proffers. Agric supply chain. A typical agricultural supply chain involves complex and interconnected processes among various stakeholders such as farmers, producers, inspection and insurance companies, logistics and shipping companies, banks, manufacturers, and importers before it reaches the final consumers sitting in another part of the globe. However, in this long process, there are quite a few challenges. Importers finds it difficult to track provenance, and understand the place of origin and quality of the imported produce. As the produce move among multiple stakeholders, the ownership of custodians' information becomes more difficult to trace. Centralized bodies, especially private agencies that certify crop produce, may not be trusted by international importers. Information flow among stakeholders is sequential, leading to potential delay in downstream decision-making. Overall, stakeholders lack transparency in this process and lose track of relevant transactions. So how do we tackle these challenges? Introducing a blockchain platform for agricultural supply chain and food security network, which allows all stakeholders to form a private network and gain transparency in every process and transaction using a distributed ledger. Any activity can be documented and stored in the distributed ledger only with consensus among all participating stakeholders, and this makes the network more trustworthy than any individual entity. Stakeholders can transact among each other through smart contracts without the need of a centralized party. Every stakeholder will have his or her own copy of the same distributed ledger, which allows information access in near real time. Agrichain is building an agricultural blockchain-based ecosystem, which features a decentralized marketplace that enables farmer-consumer trade using a smart contract, a public-private funded network of cold storage facilities, a supply chain solution to track product quality and movement, a database of farmers on blockchain across the world, a universal token to enable fast processing of funds and execution of smart contract, a crowdfunding module for farmers to raise funds using smart contracts, an AgriHub which facilitates regional activities taking place inside the Agrichain's ecosystem. Agrichain, a blockchain platform for agriculture, simplifies life for everyone in the food security and supply chain network and ensures all stakeholders experience transparency in all their transactions via a trustworthy private network. Therefore, it increases the acceptance of African produce globally, improving supply chain transparency, ensuring food security, smart contracts for untrusted parties, real-time information access, auditable records, electronic decentralized ledger, simplified provenance tracking, proof of ownership. One farm, one market, one world, one economy, and one currency.